It's going to come to a time where I'm no longer doing this type of content on this channel. All right. Just having a lot going in my mind. You know what I mean? Just mental. I'm not exhausted. You know, it's not YouTube. It's not a mental break. That's not that. It's just what I'm going through mentally. I don't really know how to, like what to say and how to say it. So I'm just going to get straight to the point and be as honest, transparent with y'all. I know, y'all want me to react to whatever y'all want me to react to. You know, it's Philippine basketball, there's hockey, there's soccer, rugby. You know what I mean? Just it's good to broaden my horizons and really expand on the channel, right? And make myself a versatile reactor. However, it's not something that I truly enjoy doing. You know what I mean? I didn't sit down when I first started YouTube and be like, I want to react to these things I'm reacting to right now. That's not something I see myself doing forever. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. When I first started YouTube, my goal, and my goal still was to be in the basketball YouTube community. You know, Cash Nasty, Flight, Marcellus Howard, Kenny Chow, Chris White, Cam Wilder. You know, the guys. I wanted to involve myself in that. That was my goal from the get-go. Right, but the thing is obviously how you do that. How do you involve yourself into a group like that when obviously that stuff is tough. It's tough. You don't really know how you can get your name out there. Now I have different options on how I can, but when I first started YouTube, I didn't have those resources to make those options happen. If that makes sense, like no car. You know what I mean? No camera. Wasn't too good at like basketball at that time. I was still really working my game. I'm all right now, but I'm pretty confident to get a bucket now. So it's like all those options that I thought I wasn't prepared. Therefore, I can't make those options happen. Right? I can't go drive out to another state and challenge other content creators who's trying to be in the YouTube basketball community. I don't have a camera to make real good quality, to offer anyone who can really hoop like that to be a part of my channel. Because obviously, who wouldn't want to be on a 4K 60 frames per second camera, right? That's better than having like an iPhone 6s. You know what I mean? So it's like I had nothing to offer. Right, so what I did, I just decided to make me a reaction channel. I reacted to NBA content at first. If you go to my older videos when I first started, it's a whole lot of NBA content, right? I'm talking about the Kings against Grizzlies. Like every single day, I reacted like 4 or 5 videos on just NBA content. If y'all know Oprah Side, if y'all know him. He's another YouTuber, obviously he's known for that. Like he paved the way for that. You know what I mean? So that's what I did, and I kind of grew in that, right? But then in the off season, because the NBA season ended, I explored more into basketball in general, and I was like, YouTube basketball, old school basketball, high school basketball. It didn't really matter, but old school basketball gave me an option to expand in that. So Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, all those type of things, and I've been getting a whole lot of traction, a whole lot of views, and I was enjoying the content as well. It was fun to react to that stuff. So I was like, why not stay in this little lane right here, man? But I realized that I because it's old school basketball, I grew a older audience, a much older audience, which is love. It's love, but it forced me to stay in that lane, because if I react to anything that younger people would be interested in, old school cats wouldn't want to see it. They want to see the old school stuff. That's why I stayed in that lane. MJ, then I heard my little brother react to MJ. I was doing my very best to keep the content of old school basketball, going, and but I realized that in order for me to stay in the long run on being a YouTuber and really growing, I have to evolve. So I left that lane of old school basketball and said my goodbyes. It was fun. It was a good time. But it got to the point where I was just no longer enjoying it. Kind of reacting to the same things, over and over. Just trying to make different content out of it, right? And I didn't like that. So, but then in the midst of that, I was tapping into football, soccer, right? And reacting to Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. I wanted to show love to that, and I've been getting not a lot of attention from that, right? So that was dope. And then Terrence Romeo, he was the first Philippine hooper I reacted to, Kai Soto, I made a fresh reaction to him, got a lot of views on that. So, that's when that Philippine basketball content came in, and I appreciate y'all for that, 100%. So then from that, one person asked me to react to hockey, and I decided to watch a little bit of hockey. Now we got some hockey fans in here. Rugby. Now we got some rugby fans in here, So that's where we're at now. To show me, kind of just sum up the last 2 years I've been doing YouTube. And we've been growing a lot. I'm not having the most fun. I kind of like doing the content I'm doing. I kind of see myself drifting off the goal I had initially. You know what I mean? The goal I had initially is to be in the YouTube basketball community. That's still my goal. That still is. I'm trying to be natural with it. 'Cause I understand change happens naturally, but I'm trying to see how far can I go with just reacting to all these other sports when I know what my goal is, when I know I should be really reacting to. And I could be like, oh, I'm going to do what I want, so for now I'm reacting to this, right? But I feel that's not fair to y'all because y'all subscribe to, things y'all subscribe to. Y'all didn't subscribe to me to react to YouTube basketball, right? I feel like that's in the long run thing. Right now, people don't really mess with me for me. They mess with me just for the things I watch. The reactions. I'm a funny dude. Chill, cool, right? And I just happen to like some of the things y'all like. But I don't think it's to the point where it's like I can make content on whatever, right? Like Corey Kenshin can make content on him counting crayons. Because people mess with Corey Kenshin, they gonna watch him count crayons. Y'all not gonna watch me count crayons. I'm not gonna make a whole video on counting crayons, and y'all not gonna watch that, right? So I'm saying that we're not at that point to where I just make content or whatever. I understand that too, right? So just trying to stay natural with it and still trying to like enjoy what I'm doing. But like, I just want y'all to understand that what I'm doing right now isn't that much. It isn't the most fun, that I know I could have if I really stick to what I'm trying to stick to, right? I gotta be intentional with the things I'm doing, Because you could easily just try to go with the flow, but you end up drifting off all the way over there, man. Like you on shore, and then all of a sudden you in the middle of the ocean. You was, last time I checked, you was on the beach, but then you just got drifted out. I'm not trying to be drifted out into the middle of the ocean. I want to make sure that I know where I'm getting drifted out to. I want to make sure that I know where I'm going. I don't want to just go with the flow and I end up being a whole different place I don't want to go to and have to start all over again. I don't want to do that. Yeah, like, it's tough. It's tough. It's so tough because there's so many content creators on this platform who try to strive for that and failed. Didn't make it, gave up, the channel became dead. I'm not trying to have this channel do that, It's not a fear or nothing because I know it won't, but it's just like you have your starting point here, right? You see your starting point, and then there's your finish line, and you see exactly what you have, where you're at, like everything. You see everything in the finish line. But you have no clue how to get from this starting point to that finish line. It's not the fact that I don't think I can make it. I know I can. 100%. That's no doubt in my mind I can. But that's what's been in my mind this last week is the how. How can I transition to what I'm doing right now into ultimately me being what my number one goal was at the first time I initially started? How can I transition it back into that lane? That's what I've been trying to figure out, y'all. You know, I'm not trying to drift out any further. You know, and that's not me saying I'm gonna stop reacting to this stuff. I'm just saying it's gonna come to a time where I'm no longer doing this type of content on this channel, right? So yeah, sorry for I had to explain all this so y'all understand where I'm coming from. But this is it's tough, man. It's tough. I'm trying to think longevity wise, y'all. Longevity. I'm trying to be Apple. I'm not trying to be BlackBerry. I'm not trying to be Motorola. I'm not trying to be all these other brands that thought temporary but didn't thought the long-term success. I'm trying to be Apple, bro. You know what I mean? Trying to think Elon Musk style. You feel me? Long term, right? So you think that I got everything going? You know what I mean? Channel's growing, revenue's coming in. I got everything figured out. I'm gonna be doing this content forever. But it's far from the truth, man. I'm still learning as a YouTuber. I'm still growing. I'm still a small YouTuber, right? And I'm trying my very best to just stay natural with it. I'm still a new person to the scene when it comes to YouTube. And I'm still trying to figure out everything, And it's my first time. I'm the first one out of my whole family, content creator. I'm the first. This is all new to me. I know I could work the 9-to-5 job, average, going to college, get a degree, do something, and call that my life. I know I can. You definitely have more of a possibility of making a living than you do this. You know what I mean? Running a business, being an entrepreneur, having your own things, that's much harder. You don't know if you would get it or not. It's not a guarantee at all whatsoever. You have no idea how in the world, you can get to it. But, it bothers me nothing more than, me knowing what life I could have, but settling for a life that I don't want. There's so many success stories that had their tough moments, man. Sometimes I'm editing a video, right? I'm editing a video, transitioning into clips, all this type of stuff, and all of a sudden I just stop. I just stop editing for something. I'm just looking at the screen, just sit back, and I'm just like, what the heck am I doing? What are you doing, Matt? Do you really think you're gonna make it to the top? How many other people try to make it to the top? You really think you gonna be that dude? That's how it get. Yeah, that's what's been my mind. I still have no answers. I still have no idea. I've been thinking all week. Right now, I'm just looking at cars, right? So I'm planning on getting me a car real soon. I'm getting me a car real soon. All the money I've made, I invested into the equipment I have. This camera that I got right in front of me, right? I'm planning on selling my other camera. I don't need it no longer, right? This mic, this monitor, right? My Mac Mini, everything I invested is so much. I got me a little office in this joint. You know what I mean? So I could have got me a car with the money I spent with this. I could have got me a nice car, but that's not my goal. At that moment, I didn't think that I didn't need a car because my work is right here. I don't need a car. What am I going to? You know what I mean? Now I need a car because my work is here, but it's also in other places. I have business to make, you know what I mean? Collaborations to have. That's outside of my workspace. I need a car for that reason. I need a car for that reason to get me from point A to point B. So that's what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? After that, I'm gonna give me a new camera, and it's gonna be the Sony a7 IV. I'm gonna have it. That's gonna be a 4K 60 frames per second camera. It's gonna be my best camera, and that's gonna be a camera I'm gonna make content on for the hoop and stuff. After that, I'm gonna buy me a drone, DJI Mini 3. Costs about $1,000. for the combo kit. I'm gonna get that. So that's gonna be great from the filmmaking side. That's all I need for this year. Next year, that's when I'm gonna make things happen. I don't need to buy anything else. Nothing else. I got everything I need for the last 2 years. These last 3 things, all I need for this year. Next year, I'll make things happen. It's gonna be a movie. You know what I mean? Not actually me making a movie, but I'm talking about it's gonna be a movie. This journey, it's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie. So for now, I will continue to make the content I'm making for now. You know what I mean? Continue to watch Philippine basketball, continue to watch hockey, rugby, football, right? But I just want to let y'all know, for anyone that's interested, that this won't be a forever thing, and there's no harsh feelings. There's no harsh feelings. But I want to make sure that I'm doing what I love, truthfully. You know what I mean? Obviously, I love reacting to the things I'm reacting to, but truthfully love what I'm doing. I'm talking about when I don't feel like it, I'm going to still do it because I love it truthfully. That's the difference maker right there. You feel me? It's a marathon, y'all. It's a marathon. There are no shortcuts to make it to the top, and I will get there 100%. There's so many dreams, so many goals I have. You know what I mean? I want to get to the point to where I'm helping kids outside this country have resources that they can't get because of the location they're at. I feel like God gave me this gift, gave me this vision. It don't make no sense for me not to go after it. God, this vision pops up in my head all the time. All the time. It makes no sense for me not to go after it, bro. So yeah, man, that's gonna do it. Yeah, I just want to say all that. Hope y'all stay well. Stay blessed. Plan on being back next week. And yeah, man. Peace. I'm out.